What's going on YouTube? Happy Monday before Thanksgiving. How's everybody doing? Welcome to my YouTube channel. I just want to go over some things I got in the mail today. I've been ordering stuff kind of like a madman because I've been selling stuff. So this will be a kind of a lengthy video in advance, but it's just going to be me going through the stuff, what I paid and what I think I can sell it for. And then I typically do a follow-up video when I tend to sell some things, and that's the experience with my channel. So it's a little different than everybody else. These I got actually Saturday. So what's nice about these is I've had good success selling them. This particular seller, for whatever reason, sold them for only $110 each. These by far, or this coin by far, is my favorite looking American Silver Eagle. First of all, it's my second most favorite coin. Again, I got exposed to this when I was probably about 9 years old, when the American Silver Eagle was already a year or two old. And believe it or not, guys, back in the late 80s, no one really trusted this product yet. It was still kind of new. And then everybody and their mother was collecting the first one, and that was kind of like considered the key date. And then they just started making more and more and more. Kind of like they did with everything else back then in the late 80s. But these are really beautiful. These are perfect SP70s. I did double check both coins because sometimes you'll get milk spots even though these suckers have been graded. They are in the black labels. And again, I love the enhanced proof. So I was happy to pick these up for $110 a piece. I already sold my last one for $175. So that's a real nice pickup. And I did list both of these in my shop already. So those will probably sell. Maybe not. I don't know. I didn't really have that much stuff to sell last year. Typically with my eBay stuff, I would concentrate on like flipping like easy stuff, like video games, controllers, electronics, things like that. So I'd like buy the deals like around Black Friday sales. Even that weekend, I used to get a lot of stuff from Amazon. You guys remember when you could get stuff from Amazon and not have to pay tax on it? Because there was like the internet advantage back then. Maybe some of you younger guys are like, dude, I heard that you didn't have to pay tax back in the day. Yeah, that is true. If you bought stuff from Amazon back in the day, you didn't have to pay sales tax on it. It was your job, though, to submit that information to your state. So anyways, this is a pretty large order of coins that I got. And I was selling stuff last year, but I kind of was really busy with my real job. So, it was not a main factor for me. But this year, I'm like, I'll dive in a little bit deeper. I'm getting better at it, so I feel more confident. So here's some of the things that I picked up. So this one's going to be quite interesting. First of all, I've never owned this coin. I've never bought this coin. And this is a classic example of buy the holder and the label, not the coin. Now, let's take a look at it. So this particular coin came out from the US Mint 2016. I was not collecting silver or anything back then. Anything silver were the quarters and the nickels and the dimes in my pocket, and those are just silver color. They were clad. So this is a Mark Twain coin. It came out in 2016. It's a full dollar. I believe it's a full 1 ounce of silver. I could be wrong. A lot of times these are not. Maybe it's clad. I don't even know. This might even be clad, guys. I'm not really sure. But what's important is that, like the Liberty medal that came out this year during the World of Coins or whatever here in Rosemont, Illinois, this particular coin in Long Beach, I'm assuming that's Long Beach, California. If I'm wrong, you can yell at me in the comments. But this particular coin you had to purchase it from the US Mint at the show. Then you had to get in line, submit it to PCGS, pay a lot of money to get it submitted, and you pray that you got a Mint State 70. So I like the coin. I think it's cool. Nothing wrong with an old dude with a pipe. Pipes are cool. The label's very cool. But the real reason I got this is because of the actual label, and it's Long Beach and First Strike, all that stuff. So when you are looking for graded coins, you want to look at the total population. So basically, they can't make this label anymore. You can definitely buy this coin, send it to PCGS if you want, and try and get a Mint State 70. That's definitely a possibility, but you can never get this label again. So out of 696 total Mark Twain 2016 PCGS graded coins, So only 696 graded mid-state 70 for the entire world. And with this actual Long Beach label, only 154 exists. So guys, think about that. That means at this show, 2016, tons of dudes and ladies there, right? They had to buy this coin, pay retail from the U.S. Mint, had to pay PCGS some big bucks. I don't know, was it like $50? Was there a show special, or did you have to pay 70? I have no idea. Maybe someone that was in the show could say in the comments. But only 154 came back perfect grade. So this is rare, not so much for the coin. Yeah, it's nice, it's numismatic, and yes, it's in perfect condition, but it's really a label. So there will only be 154 of these forever. So I got one of them, and I got it a smoking deal. I got this for 125 bucks. The recent comps, one just sold October 30th, the day before Halloween, for $215 on eBay. So for me to pick it up for $125, including shipping, was awesome. And there's currently another seller right now asking $195. I might just list it for $190 just to get rid of it. So again, if a comp is saying $225, I don't have much in it. I'm more than happy to help the next collector out. So again, classic example of buy the label, not so much the coin. Now it helps when you like both and when both are actually very nice. Okay, and this leads us to our next one. So you know how all these other channels like, don't buy graded Silver Eagles, it's a waste of time, it's a waste of your money. Or some of the channels like, don't buy American Silver Eagles, they're too expensive, the premiums, blah, blah. Dude, stop whining. Seriously. Please stop whining. That's like a stacker whine. Buy something you enjoy. Who cares what other people think? If your entire collection is American Silver Eagles, you know what? I think that's cool. That's my second favorite coin. I would actually look at every single one of them. I think they're all cool. So, don't really care, guys, what other people think. Collect what you like, buy what you like, stack what you want. I mean, if you're watching this, you're obviously interested in maybe reselling on eBay, or you just like checking out the coins that I get from eBay for the most part. I do get from my LCS every now and then. So anyway, so this particular coin interested me a lot, and this is why. It's not because, well, first of all, it's nice. Okay, so the 1995 American Silver Eagles, very, very common to have milk spots. So I love the fact that this graded American Silver Eagle does not have milk spots, because a lot of them did. They're in holders, and there's like little white hazy spots everywhere. It's annoying. So this one doesn't have it. It is a mint state 69, which is not very rare, but what is rare is that it's first strikes. Okay, so I know you see a lot of first strikes now, especially 2019, even I think like 2017, everything was first strike or early release or all that BS. But back in 1995, pretty rare. So I picked this one up for $74. I think this is a $125 coin all day. And it's not because of the coin itself. It's because of first strike. Give me a second. I'm going to look on NGC right now because I completely didn't write it down what the notes were. 1 second. Okay, and just to be totally transparent, I'm going to actually so you go to NGC's website to verify, and then there's a spot here where you put in the cert number. So not sure if anyone has actually done this before. This is also a nice way to make sure that you are not buying a fake. So NGC is a little different. Not only do you have to put the cert number, so here's the cert number on the coin that matches. And then the grade is 70, so you also have to pick the grade. That's 70. And then you hit go. Item cannot be found. What? Hold on, I typed it in wrong. 154727830. Don't do typos, guys. Uh-oh. What happened? What's going on? 1547278. 030. Did I just get scammed? Oh, dummy, it's not a 70. It's a 69. All right. I was kind of doing that purpose, but not really. All right, see, I was right. $125. So 1995 first strikes. Okay, mint state 69, not so rare. I mean, it kind of is, but mint state 65 first strike, pretty rare. So if the one person in the entire world that has a first strike mint state 70, because in higher grades is 1, that person probably has themselves like a $5,000 coin, because there's only one in existence. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. But for this particular coin, to get it for $74, and there's only 560 of this label. And if someone's like really into, doing a registry set and they want every single first strike that's available, I've got one out of the 560. So again, buy the coin, but in this case, buy the label as well. Got to pay attention to your labels when it says first strikes on your earlier dated coins. Some of them are huge, huge money. All right, let's get back to the Lightbox. Okay, so to reiterate, again, it's very recognizable. This is not red, and it's not like, it looks different. It's kind of like a darker, like almost like blood red. I don't know, does it look like blood? It's kind of gross. But that's what you want to look for on the earlier coins. So if you find one of these in your local coin shop and they're only asking $45, because that's about what maybe they'd probably be asking like $55, or even if they're asking $60, grab it and you can flip it and you can double your money, because there's only 560 first strikes. And that does make a difference, because there can never be another mint state 69 first strike. That time period is over, because you have to like send it within the first 30 days or whatever the heck the rules are. All right, so that's a really cool pickup. All right, so those are the graded coins. So again, got that from the same person. I think they were kind of like selling off their collection, or a lot of times guys will like pick up collections and they'll start selling stuff, and you can kind of tell that that particular buyer liked to collect labels and stuff. Okay, so let's scroll down here and let's get into what I picked up. I'm gonna go through these kind of quick. So this is an 1896 Morgan silver dollar, and I'm gonna keep these in the Mylar, so I don't have to put gloves on. My gloves are getting kind of nasty too, guys. So I bought a big pack of these like from Amazon 2 years ago, and they're getting kind of bogus. So I don't know if you guys can suggest a good place to buy gloves from. I noticed APMEX sold them, so I was probably going to buy them from them, but then I was thinking like maybe they jack up the price, but maybe they don't. Okay, so this 1896 Morgan silver dollar, definitely a gem BU. Nice cheeks on Morgan. And I'm gonna grab my notes. I write all my stuff down on this little trusty dandy thing from Coin Advisor when I picked up what was it? It was like an enhanced maple and an enhanced 2019 Silver Eagle. It was like a kit or a set. I bought it from them, and it was like in a cool silver label. I sold those a while ago, but that was like the only good deal I ever got from that company. And then like ever since I bought like those things, like they call me like every time they run a special. It's pretty funny. Sometimes they have good deals, but they're mainly selling labels, which is fine, but I'm not so much into that. Anyways, getting back to this. So 1896, I picked this one up for $55. And the way I justify things as well is I base it off of what I have sold. So I have sold coins like this in my shop for like 85. Actually, last one I sold was not as nice as this one. So if someone picks this up for $85, you have yourself a very, very nice mint state common day coin, but this would easily be a 64 all day long, possibly a 65. 65, you've doubled your, you more than doubled your money. Next is an 1884, and this is a rare one, guys. This is a San Francisco mint. So 1884 is definitely a key date. This looks pretty AU-ish to me, so possibly XF, but yeah, I would say this is closer to AU. Okay, zoom in a little bit more here. So I got this one for, what did I pay for this one? $145. Like, dude, that's a lot to pay for an AU Morgan. However, I did have good success selling the last 1884 San Francisco mint that I did not think looked as nice as this one. And I think I sold that last one for like $285. I might have paid a little bit more for that last one, but this one here I probably can unload all day long for $225. So believe it or not, guys, whether you're into numismatics or not, when you find a nice key date, everybody wants it for their album, but always check the comps. Check the sold listings on eBay. This has a lot of recent comps in the last 2 weeks, ranging anywhere from like $225 to $285 for this quality of coin. So the fact I was able to pick one up for $145, super cool. So I'm willing to risk that kind of money on one coin because I know I can sell it and the next person will enjoy it. They'll think it's just as nice. I'll get good feedback. They're either going to send it in to get graded or they'll stick it in their album, which leads me to these next two. So These are the first time I ever purchased these coins. Usually I do not buy these. I'm not gonna use gloves because these are almost like color tins, but that's what I call color coins. So this is an 1896. Obviously this 1896 is a little bit nicer. But this 1896 that looks all, definitely heavily worn, but it still says Liberty. It still has the rim. You can still make out the eyes. You can still make out the ear. So it's not that bad. I would say it's a good. I don't think it's a fine. It's not an about good. I would say it's about good. But here's the key is the S. Okay. So in 1896 S Mint, if this coin here had the S Mint on the back, I could probably buy a car with it. But these particular mints, they did not make a ton of these. A lot of these got destroyed. These were not the ones that sat in bank vaults, got sent overseas. These were used or they were melted. So these are very hard to find. I picked this one up for $40. I think it's a nice example for somebody's album. I'll ask like $55 for it. I'm not looking to get rich on these key dates. I did want to put some in my shop to help others that are building albums. A lot of the guys that buy coins from me are filling albums, and a lot of people don't want to drop the price of a used car on one coin in their album. So this is a nice album filler, which also leads me to the next one. So 1904, not really a key date, but when it has the S for San Francisco on the back, it is a key date. So again, if this coin was in this quality, it would be in a museum and I would probably retire and I'd have to do this anymore. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth that much. It might be though. Some of these key dates get really psychotic with the prices. So this one is not as nice as the 1896, but I think this one's a little more rare. So this I think is what you call about good. So when you're kind of losing the rim around the coin and some of the letters are fading out, I think that's either fair. I don't think it's poor. I don't think it's fair. I think is fair worse than poor. I don't know, guys. I don't collect fair, poor coins, but I think this would be about good, and I think this probably would be very good. But then it's got some scratches. So, but whatever. Like this one here, got this for $40. Love picking up key dates. I really don't look for them because I really, I don't. They're just. I'm more into like that look. That's beautiful. I like the look of common dates versus key dates, but key dates are cool too. But anyways, so I picked these up. Again, I make small profit at like $10 a coin. Again, something fun. Or you can buy a boring piece of $40 silver that's semi-numismatic and sell it for $55. It's the same difference, but in this case, this is history, and this will help someone fill their book. So I think it's cool. All right, so let's see what we got next. Let's see. Next one here is an 1884. Very nice looking BU coin all day long. Full breast feathers on the eagle here. That's an O mint mark. And look here, my naked eye. There might be something going on with that O. Might be something going on there though. Hold on, let me take a look with my loop. All right, this is how we loop, guys. So we take our loop, we put it over our cell phone camera, and then we start looping. All right, there's the O mint mark. Dude, why is it all filled? I think it's just smeared. Wait, here it is. That is really tight. Like, what is that? Is that an error? Is that a VAM, guys? Or is that just like a smeared O mint mark? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the O mint marks were actually hand stamped. So like they would stamp the actual mint mark separate. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But I don't know, guys. What do you think? It just didn't look right to me over with the naked eye. So under the loop, though, and again, I don't have a microscope. But who needs microscopes when we have a trusty, dusty loop? I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it a filled O VAM? Did I find a new VAM? That is the ugliest O I've ever seen. Well, anyways, you can get these loops from Amazon. I was going to try and find a Carl Zeiss. I think that's how you say it, because I remember them being a really good for glass. I want to say it's German. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's Swedish. I don't know. But This one's served me pretty well for the past couple years. It does light up when you put batteries in it, but I got annoyed at that, so I'm just putting my light booth and go from there. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Do I have a VAM? Well, worst case, I have a nice looking 1884 Olmec Mark Twain. So we'll set that one aside. The other one that's in this is 1891. This one I didn't do so nice on, and this is what I do, guys. So like when someone posts photos, I think like half the sellers on eBay that post coins are blind. And I'm not like doing it. I'm not saying that to be mean. I seriously think like they have trouble seeing when they are taking photos because they wear glasses. I don't wear glasses to see up close or far away. But I can imagine like, you know, if you don't have the right gear and then you're like trying to figure it out through the camera, it's probably a pain. So I bought this one. I thought it was a good price, but there's definitely something going on with this one. So it was 1891 San Francisco Mint. I did pay $40 for this, so I thought it was a good price. But see all that like, I don't know, that pitting on the face of the Morgan and around, you know, her hair and stuff. That is good old-fashioned environmental damage. And this definitely has been cleaned, so I can touch it with my hands, I don't care. And then you can see like the old polish. That might even be like from coal dust back in the day. Yes, 1891. People did use coal to heat their houses, guys. So sometimes you find coal on these Morgans. Pretty cool. However, anytime I see like pitting like this, it like makes me nervous. So first thing we'll do is we'll zoom out. This is a neodymium magnet, so it's not magnetic. That's a good sign. We want this one to weigh 26.8 grams, which it does, 26.8. So it's not fake. But just to be sure, it should be 1.5 diameter. It's close enough. Yep, that's close enough. So it's real. I just, anytime you see like if it doesn't, because Morgans aren't supposed to look like this, especially when the rest of the coin, I mean, you can tell like this thing got dented. So the scratch and dent sale. I'll again, because I only paid $40 for it, I'll probably list this for $55, and someone will like it. Why? Because it's an 1891 San Francisco Mint. Not a very common coin. Not a key date either, though. Okay, and did we already looked at these? Yep, we already looked at these. Did we look at these yet? Nope. Oh, we didn't look at these yet. I guess that guys will be a little long here. This one's an 1897. Oh, this was just a really nice coin. Really nice coin. Here, I'll take this out. Yeah, as long as you hold the coin to the edges, and I always wash my hands with Dawn before I even handle any coins, just so I'm not like bringing, you know, grease or a fingerprint to a coin. But it's a nice 1897 Philadelphia Mint. A little bit nicks on the cheek, but this again got the full cartwheel luster and the reverse. Nice full breast feathers, and the fields themselves are very clear, meaning there's not a lot of like stuff going on in there. So very nice overall, good looking coin. What did I pay for this one? I paid $54. This to me is an $85 all coin all day long. And again, I know you guys are like, that's ridiculous. Like that's a mint state 63 and a holder at wholesale. Well, great guys. Like go ahead and try and find 1897 mint state 63 wholesale for $85. Like buy it from them. But I think this one could possibly be a mint state 64. And I think it's a nice example. So this is one of those like in between coins. But it has a really nice look. I don't know how to explain it. Like it doesn't look clean. The hair has like just shows really nice. They call it eye appeal. I call it eye appeal too. So I think it's a nice looking coin. All right, here's the next one. This is an 1889 and it is a New Orleans mint. These are a little different. So this is one of those coins that'll creep up on you. And when I mean creep up on you, if you're trying to find a really, really, really nice one, it explodes in price. So the cutoff is kind of like a about uncirculated. The higher grade about uncirculated is probably like I think like 155, 160 graded. maybe 185 depending on the look of the coin. But when they get into lower mint state, which it's pretty close. So like this particular mint year and from the New Orleans Mint is not really known for a really strong strike. So it's not like the San Francisco Mint. They're a little more lenient when grading these. So this is one of those toss-up coins. So I did pay up for this one. I paid pretty strong for it. I paid $110. But the comps on this coin of this quality is, believe it or not, guys, about 220, 225. And there's like 8 comps recently in the last 2 weeks. So I'm going to give it a shot. I'll list it. I won't probably list for 225, but it is a nice looking coin. But I'll definitely list it in the low 2s, and we'll see what happens. But sometimes you got to take a chance at coins that you don't really handle much. I don't believe I've sold a nicer 1889 New Orleans Mint yet. And just for kicks, we always want to look at that O, see if there's a little, if it's an O over S variety or if O over O. And that's a regular O. And also too, when you have New Orleans mints, if the O looks very, very small, there's some New Orleans mints that have very small O's. They're called micro O's. And some of them are worth a lot of money, like triple what they normally go for, because that is an O mint mark that at the New Orleans Mint, the dude that was stamping the coin at the time was not using the Morgan New Orleans Mint. He was using the one that you normally use on the quarter. So it's not like a special mint mark micro O. Like the dude literally was using what he was, let's see, this year would probably have been a barber quarter. So that's why those are like really rare, because it's a total mistake. Okay, so those are those key date coins. Next ones here are some piece dollars. Piece dollars are kind of slower sales, but I've noticed like the really nice ones, typically they'll sell pretty quick, but these are kind of a toss-up, guys. So anytime I get nice looking piece dollars for a really nice price, I don't mind holding the inventory and then share it with the next guy that's looking for a nice one. So with the piece dollars, I'll take these out. These aren't really that expensive coins. So I picked these up for $33. This is a 1925. And with the piece dollars, what you're looking for is just the overall luster, the eye appeal. You don't want a really, really shiny face on the piece dollar. That usually means it's been polished. So you want this cartwheel to go around. So it's got a very nice, good looking eye appeal. And then you also want to look at the feathers on the eagle. And the wear marks typically on these are right here in the upper, like right below his beak, and then the tip of his head, and then down here, right above the feet, or his claws. I don't think birds have feet. Do they have feet? They have claws. Maybe they have feet with claws on the end. They don't have toenails. They have claws. All right. Anyways, this is a really nice looking coin. Happy to pick this up. And this is, again, something I'd probably sell. I'd probably ask $80 for it. It's really, really nice. I think this, if someone sent this in to get graded, if it came back with a straight grade, mint state 64, or possible 65, the buyer would be really, really happy. Or if they're just filling an album and they want just a BU album, it's a beautiful coin. Next is the 1924. I don't know if this one was nicer. So I paid the same for both of these, so 33 each. That's with shipping. This one is not as nice. It's definitely a BU coin. Let's take a look at the reverse. Yeah, that's a lower mint state. So here's how you can tell, guys. I mean, sometimes it helps if you have the same year, but it also helps too, like when you handle these coins like over and over again, but you can just tell. So like the 1925, based on the luster, this one here, definitely a little bit nicer than the 24. And then we flip it, we look at the feathers of the eagle. They both look nice, but just when I saw the 1925, it's a much nicer looking coin than the 24. So this one here probably do like 75, and this one here I probably sell it, get rid of it for like 50, 53 bucks. Make a small profit on that. So that's my video for today, guys. I really appreciate you guys watching. If you've been through the entire thing, please like and please leave a comment. Let me know what you think on these labels. Hopefully you'll learn something. Every time I buy something and I sell it, I learn something. So hopefully that helps you guys as well. So please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and you'll get more videos like this. Take care.